In this video, we're going to cover anything you could ever want to know about the Ironmaster Adjustable Dumbbells. We'll talk about the specs, how to change out the weight, what's included in the base kit, as well as all of the expansion options, the price, my personal opinions on the Ironmaster Adjustable Dumbbells after having used them for a little over a year now, how the Ironmaster Adjustable Dumbbells stack up against other top adjustable dumbbell brands, and finally I'll tell you which adjustable dumbbells I would recommend for you. But before we get into the video, hi, my name is Ryan Treadaway, founder of TreadawayTraining.com, where we turn skinny guys into jacked men. If you want more information on body transforming training and nutrition topics every Sunday, consider subscribing. I have the base kit, which goes from 5 pounds all the way up to 75 pounds per dumbbell and comes with the storage stand, as well as the 120 pound expansion kit. I also just ordered the 165 pound expansion since the 120s are getting a little bit easy for some exercises, but unfortunately those haven't come in yet and they won't be in until after this video goes up. But I will do a follow-up video if enough of you are interested in seeing a review on the 165 pound expansion. Getting into the review, let's start right out of the gate with what makes the Ironmaster dumbbells so cool, and that is their patented quick lock system. You'll notice when you take a look at the dumbbell, you'll see on the inside of each head on the top there are these two little notches, and then there are corresponding notches on each of the heads of these screws. So if you twist the little screws and line up the notch of the screw with the notch of the head of the dumbbell, then it will just slide right out. And then if you look at the shaft of the screw, you'll see that it's smooth all the way around except for this one little section right here that's threaded. And the inside of the dumbbell handle is actually hollow, and it's a mirror image of this shaft. So when you line up those two notches, you slide it down in there, and then all you have to do is give it just a little twist to tighten it down. This system provides 3 key benefits. One, this allows you to change the weight out a lot quicker than with traditional Spinlock dumbbells. It's not going to be incredibly fast. It still will take about 45 seconds or so to change out the weight depending on how big of a jump in weight you're making. So you probably aren't going to be using these for drop sets or supersets or circuits. Two, because the shafts hide away inside of the dumbbell handle versus sticking out like with a traditional Spinlock system, this allows the weight to only be as wide as it needs to be to accommodate the amount of weight that's on there. Whereas many other dumbbell systems are always at their max width, even if you're using minimum weight, which can get in the way for many exercises. 3, the hideaway screws along with the wide flat head on the end of the screw allows the Ironmaster dumbbells to feel as close to actual fixed dumbbells as you could possibly get without using actual fixed dumbbells, which is the best compliment that you could possibly give a set of adjustable dumbbells, in my opinion. Getting into the specs, the plates are cast iron and are 6.7 inches by 6.7 inches. The handles are made of chrome-plated steel, are 1.25 inches thick, and have an inside width of 6.5 inches. The handles do have a nice knurling, and a nice little touch is that the quick lock screws also have knurling as well, making it easier to take the screws out to change the weight. The materials aren't listed for the storage stand, but I can say that it does have a nice metallic paint job, has rubber leveling feet, and is incredibly compact, measuring only 19 inches deep, 14 inches wide, and 26 inches tall. An important thing to note about the stand is built to accommodate the base kit and the 120 pound add-on, but it will not fit the 165-pound add-on. The stand will store the weight of the 165-pound kit, but the platform isn't deep enough for the added length of the 165-pound set. After you pass the 120-pound mark, you'll have to change the weights on the floor. This will affect only a very small percentage of people though, because out of all of the people that I've talked to who own the Ironmaster dumbbells, most of them only own the 75-pound base kit. A few of them owned the 120-pound add-on kit, and I don't think I've talked to anyone else who actually owns the 165-pound add-on kit. This leads us to the price. These dumbbells are very well priced. The 75-pound base kit, which again does include the stand, costs $749. The 120-pound add-on kit costs $349. The 165-pound add-on kit also costs $349. There's also the heavy handle conversion kit, which adds 15 pounds to each dumbbell handle and costs $159. And each of those include free shipping as well. In addition to the weight expandability, you can also purchase an easy bar, straight bar, and kettlebell handle that will work with these weights as well. And I do want to emphasize again about these dumbbells coming with the storage stand, because when we start making comparisons towards the end of the video, there's only one other set of dumbbells that also comes with a storage stand. But before we do get into those comparisons, let's talk about my experience with these dumbbells after having owned them for a little over a year now. At the beginning of COVID, when I was scrambling to get together a home gym like many of you, the only thing that I had available for load was these dumbbells and then also a set of resistance bands. So my workouts revolved almost entirely around the Ironmaster dumbbells for several months. And then even now, after combining my equipment in with my parents' equipment, and I have access to a bar and a rack and plates which are sitting right off camera, now my goals have shifted more towards powerlifting again. But even now, I do still love dumbbell exercises and include at least 1 or 2 dumbbell movements in every workout. So these things have received extensive use over the past year and a month, about 13 months or so that I've been using these. And after that extensive use, I would say my opinions on these haven't really changed all that much since the original video. I absolutely love these dumbbells. They're probably the sturdiest dumbbells on the market. In fact, the product page on Ironmaster actually encourages you to drop these dumbbells, which is saying something, seeing as how most adjustable dumbbell companies encourage you not to drop their dumbbells. And in fact, some of them will even go as far as to void your warranty if you do drop their dumbbells. Additionally, these dumbbells feel great in the hand. They feel better than pro style fixed dumbbells. When you put these on your knees for a bench press or shoulder press, there's no discomfort whatsoever, even when you're using heavier weights. The only dumbbells that I would say feel better than these dumbbells would be a cast and rubber coated hex dumbbell or urethane dumbbell. These do lock down nice and tight. I've never felt in danger of them coming loose during a set. And in fact, I've never even really felt like they needed to be adjusted in between sets either. I am more of a better safe than sorry kind of guy, so I do kind of grab them and give them a little twist just to make sure that they're still snugged up between sets. But honestly, I don't think you really even need to do that. In regards to change speed, these do change out fast enough. There are other dumbbells that will change out faster than these, which we'll talk about here in a moment. But they change out fast enough that as long as you're not utilizing a lot of drop sets or supersets or circuits, then these will change out plenty fast enough and you won't have to worry about that. And for clarification, I do want to note that my parents do have fixed dumbbells that range from 2 to 50 pounds. They purchased these dumbbells as they came available for a decent price, because once my wife and I do build a house that is large enough to accommodate a home gym, we will be taking our equipment with us. And then once that time comes, they don't want to be without dumbbells. I just didn't want anyone to think that I purchased fixed dumbbells in addition to the Ironmaster dumbbells because they change out too slow or something like that. Now let's compare the Ironmaster adjustable dumbbells with other adjustable dumbbells on the market. First, Olympic plate loadable dumbbell handles. Benefits: this is by far the cheapest option. If you already have Olympic plates, then all you have to buy are the handles. And then if you don't already have Olympic plates, but you plan on starting a garage gym, you're gonna be buying Olympic plates anyway. So you're only gonna be buying into one weight system versus multiple weight systems. You can get a cheap pair of these for as little as 50 bucks and a pretty decent quality set for around 100 bucks. You get knurled grips, the quality of which is going to be dependent on how much money you want to spend, and they are expandable and will go as heavy as you want them to go. Drawbacks: it takes a long time to change the weights. They don't feel like fixed dumbbells. They're always at their max width, and they're uncomfortable to put on your knees when getting ready for dumbbell bench or dumbbell shoulder press. Next up are Spinlock Dumbbells. Benefits: they're budget friendly at only around $150 for a pair that goes to 52.5 pounds each. They have knurled handles and they're expandable. Drawbacks: Spinlock dumbbells take the longest to change out of any type of adjustable dumbbell. They don't feel like adjustable dumbbells, and they're very uncomfortable on your knees when getting ready for an exercise like dumbbell bench, since they have a tiny little 1-inch shaft sticking out the end. Next up is the Bowflex 552s. Benefits: they change out very quickly. Drawbacks: they max out at 52.5 pounds, which most people will outgrow, and they aren't expandable, so when you do inevitably need to go above 52.5 pounds, you'll have to buy into a completely different dumbbell system. There's no knurling. They're always at their max width, even when using the lightest weight setting. They don't feel like fixed dumbbells. There are a lot of plastic components and will likely break if you drop them. And in fact, there are several reviews that I read of people who did drop them and did break them. And at $349, they're in a weird middle ground of not being budget friendly, but the dumbbells also aren't high end either. The step up from the 552 is the Bowflex 1090. Benefits: they change out very quickly. The max weight increases to 90 pounds, which will be enough for the vast majority of people out there. Drawbacks: the dumbbells have 2 small strips of knurling and the rest is smooth metal, which is a very strange design choice and isn't really much of an upgrade over rubber handles. They're not expandable, so if you ever do need to go above 90 pounds, again, you're gonna have to buy into a completely different dumbbell system. Like the 552s, the 1090s are always at their max width, even when using the lightest weight setting. And this is an even bigger deal with the 1090s because they're 90-pound dumbbells, so their max width is even wider. They don't feel like fixed dumbbells. There are a lot of plastic components and will likely break if you drop them. And again, like with the 552s, there are reviews out there of people who did drop and break these dumbbells. And they cost $759, which isn't a terrible price for a set of 90-pound dumbbells, but considering all of the other drawbacks, there are just other options out there that are better for that price, which brings us to the next option, which are the Nuobells. Benefits: the Nuobells change weight faster than any other adjustable dumbbell out there, and if you do a lot of supersets, circuits, or drop sets, that's going to be one of the most important, if not the most important factor for you personally. They have knurled handles. They max out at a respectable 80 pounds each, which is enough for most people out there. They feel like fixed dumbbells. Like with the Ironmasters, the width is only as wide as it needs to be based on the amount of weight that is on the dumbbell at the time. And the price of these doesn't really go in the benefit or the drawback category. At $749, it is a lot, but for a pair of 80-pound adjustable dumbbells that feel like fixed dumbbells, That's not a bad price. Drawbacks, they are not expandable. So again, if you need to go above 80 pounds, you'll have to buy into another dumbbell system. And the gears inside that change out the weights are made of plastic, so they could potentially wear out over time. Lastly, let's look at the Powerblocks, which I feel are the biggest contender for the top spot against the Ironmaster dumbbells. There are two different models to consider. First up, we're going to talk about the Powerblock Elites. Benefits, they are expandable and they are well priced for what you're getting. They're $329 for the base kit, which goes from 2.5 pounds to 50 pounds each, 478 pounds if you include the 50 to 70 pound expansion, and $627 if you include the 70 to 90 pound expansion, which is as much weight as the vast majority of people will ever need. Additionally, these dumbbells change out very quickly as well. All you do is pull the comb out and slot it back in. The speed at which you can change these dumbbells is second only to the Nuobells, which is again very important for those individuals out there who like to utilize supersets, drop sets, and circuits. Drawbacks. There are a lot of plastic components being used. There's no knurling on the handles. They max out at 90 pounds, which may or may not be a factor for you, since 90 pounds is going to be enough weight for most people out there, and they don't feel like traditional fixed dumbbells. The upgraded model is the Powerblock Pro commercial use dumbbells. Benefits, you get knurled handles. This is the only set other than the Ironmasters that also comes with a stand. They expand all the way up to 175 pounds, and these dumbbells can be attached to the Powerblock Easy Curl Bar, Straight Bar, and kettlebell handle. Drawbacks. The commercial set does still use a lot of plastic components. They don't feel like traditional fixed dumbbells. Then there's the price. We go from one of the best value options out there with the Powerblock Elite to the most expensive option on the list with the Powerblock Pro. The base set of 50 pounds costs $899. The 90 pound set costs $1,429. The 125 pound set costs $1,749. And the 175 pound set costs $2,139. None of these prices include shipping either, which is going to be a few hundred more dollars on top of that for this much weight being shipped. This is a huge jump in price over the 165 pound set of Ironmaster dumbbells, which costs $1,447 total. Now, with all that information out there, which of these sets of dumbbells would I recommend? I'm actually gonna make two separate recommendations. First, the dumbbells that I would recommend to most people in most situations would be the Powerblock Elites. As I said previously, 90 pounds is enough for the vast majority of people out there. And $627 for a pair of dumbbells that adjust all the way up to 90 pounds is a really good price. Additionally, they change out very quickly, so if you do want to use them for drop sets, supersets, and circuits, you have that option available to you as well. Second is the recommendation for those of you out there who are like me and you want a set of adjustable dumbbells that feels like a fixed set of dumbbells and just want to lift really freaking heavy, and that recommendation is, you guessed it, the Ironmaster dumbbells. The links to all these dumbbells will be down in the description, and if you want to check out the original review I did on the Ironmaster dumbbells back when I was working out in a 4-foot by 8-foot space in my office, you can check out this video. And if you want to check out a tour of the current home gym, you can check out this video. As always, God bless you and your family, and we'll see you next week. Do lock down nice and tight. I've not ever really felt the need to These do lock down nice and tight. I've never felt the need to have to. These guys do lock down nice and tight. I've never felt them